G'day, Aussie Bonsai Bloke here, how you going? Today, we're going to be working on my plum tree, or the devil's plum that I called it, because it had like a semi-devil face or something like that anyway. But at the moment, let's just show you guys my wisteria. It's in full flower. Don't think it'll look any better than it does now for the year, so I really want to show you this while it's in full flower. So yeah, she's looking gorgeous. Put out a heap of flowers. In the last few days, it's put out all these leaves. They've come out so quick. Once the flowers are finished, you cut them off and let it shoot out from behind there. But in the meantime, let's give it a spin, show you guys this tree in its true glory. I'll run some music. I have to go and get Adrian Eggleton's turntable from Spinning Tree Turntables. If you want to look him up, you can get one of these. Stainless steel turntable, lasts your lifetime. Less than $100, lasts your lifetime. Bloody beauty. Adrian Eggleton, Spinning Tree Turntables. Look him up. Never actually smelt these flowers before, but they actually have really nice smell. Okay. Alright, so let's run some music and give you guys a spin of the tree. Cheers. Guys, well, you came for the wisteria, you've seen that. Let's hope you stay for the plum. It's a massive plum, so it's going to look pretty cool when I finish trimming it, so stick around, have a look. There's been a bit of history on this plum. Well, first I should probably tell you some history on that wisteria. I dug it up from the neighbours 3 years ago as a big solid base. The whole middle rotted out. I was going to say rusted out. Rotted out, the whole middle's rotted out. And you're just left with the skeleton on the outside, which is still alive, feeding the branches. But I'm going to treat that dead wood now. I think it had white ants in it or something like that, but I'm going to treat that dead wood now probably with something like super glue or L's wood hardener, and hopefully that will stop it from rotting out further and just leave the skeleton of the tree there, and hopefully it'll stay alive, because one of the back bits of that tree has died and there's only 2 bits left. Anyway, so back onto this tree. This here is a plum tree, no idea, just a wild plum, ornamental plum I think. And this was grown in the ground, I'm going to say only 3 years, maybe 4, definitely no more. And this would have a base that's at least 20 centimeters wide, 15 to 20, no more, maybe more than 20 even. Quite wide. It goes from this hand over here, this hand here, and that was only 3 years in the ground, dug up and then trained. Well, started to be styled as a bonsai. I did a little bit of carving, and the carving that I did do looked a little bit like devil's face or a fireball or something, so I called it the devil's plum. But over time it has changed, so maybe I have to rethink the name. But anyway, for now, that's what I'm calling it, the devil's plum. If you go back to the original video, you'll see the devil face or whatever I call it in there. Okay, so we got a big, alright. Let's go back to trimming it. I've done some guide wiring. I think I originally wired it out, and I've pretty well just kept trimming it after that. You can see these guide wires with zip ties. I'm going to cut them today. Yep, beauty. The branches stayed in the right spot. So probably, not good on the scissors, mate. That was proper copper wire cut with the scissors. I thought it was only aluminium. Bugger. So I can't even remember what I was saying. Yeah. So last year I put some guide wires on because there were some branches that I didn't like in the spots that they were in. And basically when styling or developing branches, primary branches and secondary branches, I look more for filling in all the gaps just to make it a nice full tree, you know. And I'm pretty happy with how this one's going. Better unwire that rather than wreck my scissors. And it looks like the guide wires that I've put in have now kept those branches in the right spot, so that's good. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom. Weed it. I'm going to start at the bottom, get rid of branches that I don't want. This one here, I was tempted to keep it, but I have some bigger branches that already developed at the back there, so I don't really need it. I don't think I need it. Just got to make sure first, because it's in a nice spot on the outside of the bend if I did want to keep it. Look, I really don't think I need it, but it might be cool to keep it. I might keep it for a year. Just see how it develops for a year. If it doesn't really fatten up, if it really fattens up, I might keep it. If it doesn't, I'm just going to chop it off in a year. Anyway, it's no big loss if I leave it on. It's only going to take a little bit of energy away from the tree. And as you can see, the tree's got so much energy that who really cares? So now I'm going to go through and chop anywhere where there's 3 branches from one location, I'm going to chop back to 2. And all the new bits of ramification, I'm going to chop it back to less than 1 inch of growth in every spot. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. So I'll get to that. I'll do it on hyperlapse. And I'm not even going to choose where the locations are of these branches or anything. I'm just going to get in there and chop them back to a 1 inch stub so that you can create fine ramification, and also make sure there's only 2 from each location, not 3. So I'm going to get to that. Let's do it on hyperlapse. Cheers. welcome back. Well, I've taken off a fair amount of foliage, all the new growth, as you can see, all gone, and we've got the tree trimmed. Pretty happy with how it's turned out. It's getting there pretty quickly, really. 3 years in the ground, 2 or 3 years out the ground, and this is what it is, maybe 3 years out the ground. So 6 years old from a seedling. And that's no joke, I'm not lying. Probably only 6 years from a seedling. Where it went in the garden, it got heaps of water. It was in a spot that got a lot of water. And it was happy, as you can see. So, we'll give it a spin. I'm still going to leave that back branch there, let it grow big and just see what happens with it. If I don't like it, I'll cut it off. If I do like it, I'll keep it and maybe wire it down a bit like that. And it'll become like a back side branch. And you know, I'm not even fussed that if I did that, the lowest branch on the tree would be at the back. In fact, the lowest branch of the tree is probably already at the back, this one here. So you'll actually have the first two branches, the first two branches coming off the back of the tree. So how's that for breaking the rules? Anyway, so I don't know, I think it will add, I think, if I keep that. So for now I'm going to let it grow. So let's give it a spin on the way out. I'll play a bit of music again. Second tree you guys have seen in the one video. So I'll play a bit of music on the way out. Maybe do a bit of a close-up. No worries. Cheers for watching Aussie Bonsai Bloke. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell your mates about the channel. And I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Also guys, just a quick update, Lord's growing, beauty, giving it its first mow, bloody awesome. That's the back lawn, cheers. And this apple tree, it's got all flowers all over it. looks like maybe a possible pine cone on my Japanese red pine. Pretty cool. Another one back here. Pretty cool. Another one here.